Hey everyone, welcome to day 3 of our goal setting online workshop. We are done today. Today we're going to focus on the commit portion of our goal setting. So the last 2 days have really hopefully been very insightful for you, not only creating a vision for yourself, but coming up with some of the obstacles that you've sort of set up for yourself, coming up with some ways that you can change those obstacles. And so today we're really going to talk about setting up an action plan to reach those goals. So this worksheet is going to come with where you are going to saying the actions that you are going to be doing to be getting towards these goals. So what I would do initially is just start off with the 0 to 3 month goals that you set in the beginning of this online workshop, okay? That way you can get a feel for how things are done and get into that momentum that we talked about. So for now, just focus on those 0 to 3 months, okay? From today on to 3 months, what are the things that you are going to be doing, 3 actions that you're going to be doing. And I want you, you have to go deeper than what you're going to be doing. You're going to come up with when you're going to do them and how you're going to make sure that they're done, okay? So you have to give yourself reasons why you're not going to skip out. You have to give yourself a schedule so you know when you're doing it. Maybe you don't have to be directly at what time, but how many times a week are you going to be doing this? When is it going to be the best time? How are you going to be able to get this done? What are some of the things you're going to have to change for in your life in order to get these things done, okay? So creating that action plan and knowing exactly how you're going to go through that action plan, because it's not enough to just have it. You have to know how you're going to put it into action. So that's what the beginning of this worksheet is going to be. And then the end is going to be really what is the most important thing here. And everything from the beginning that we started with was all about having a vision and having a destination in our mind and knowing exactly where we would like to be and having an intention of where we're working to get towards, okay? And really having a thought process where you're not all over the place. You've really decided on what you want to do, and now you're going to be committed. So at the end, you're going to write a little visualization exercise, okay? And this thing has been unbelievable for me, okay? I can vouch for this. I'm very big on visualization. I'm very big on thinking about consistently where I want to be and the actions I'm taking to get there and all of the things that I will feel at the end of having all the things that I want. So this kind of is a little bit in the beginning what we did on day 1, where you said, if I had these things, this is how I would feel. Well, now you're going to write that out in a present tense. So now that I have reached my goal of, I feel this, I'm going this place with this person and doing this, and really sort of make it up, right? How you feel now that you have your goal. So what's really important with this is that I want you to not get into how you got there and the steps that were taken and all the hows and the who's and the where's and the why's. Just stick to how things are now that you've gotten those things and where you are in your life at this point now that you have those things. And so I know that feels a little funny at first because your mind is just going to keep telling you, well, that's not true, that's not true. And our goal is to really change that, okay, and to really start bringing that to truth. And so what you're going to do now that you have your 3 days back to back of your worksheets and you've really broken down all of the bits and pieces of your goal setting, every morning and every night, this is what you're going to be reading through. Okay, so the best time to really go through all of this is right in the morning when you wake up and right before you go to sleep. And I am a big but firm believer in reading the visualization part of it right before I go to sleep and first thing I do in the morning. Okay, and that just gives you sort of a projection of where you want to be. And so it sort of sets your day up a little bit differently than if you just got up and checked your phone and, waddled around and made all these excuses before you got anything done. It's really a roadmap. It truly is a roadmap that's going to keep you on course and keep you towards your goal if you're reading that visualization part last thing before you go to sleep, first thing in the morning. And it has to be very consistent. You have to be doing it every morning and every night until it's so deep into your head that you don't even have to read it. You can just close your eyes and you can just feel it and you can just be there. And what that's going to do, and it may seem like fluff and it may seem like something that sounds a little new agey, who cares what it is, it works. Okay, because what that's going to do is that's going to put you in a really good feeling place. And so when you are feeling good and you are looking at your vision, you are making better decisions. When you're making better decisions, you're taking better action. When you're taking better actions, you're creating doors that open up in so many other places that they wouldn't have otherwise opened up to. So you have to be in a real receiving place of that, and you have to be in a place where you have a vision to do that. And hopefully the last 3 days and really writing everything out has given you a perspective of where it is where you were struggling and what you need to do. Forget about your problems, forget about your excuses, forget about your reasons and what you did before. Today is a new day. Every day is a new day. And if you are reading through these daily worksheets every day to the point where they're so familiar to you that you are so focused and you are so driven and you are so ambitious, you're going to get to that 3rd month goal, and then you're going to start taking it to your new goals, and then consistently rewiring and doing this over and over again and again. I've hoped you've focused on only one, as I said in the first video, on only one goal that you really are, one major goals, a few goals, that areas that you want to be in, whether it be physically or monetarily or career-wise or relationship-wise, and then use these worksheets in other ways. You can always save them and make copies, and in the group, or you can email me and we can I can have them sent to you. So really think about where you want to go with this, okay, and really being consistent reading these things and really working on yourself and setting yourself up for success and for everything that you want in your life by really working within and working on yourself and working on your goals, because without goals and without vision, we perish. It is the truth. It is what it is. You have to have a vision. You have to have the action. And once you are inspired and once you are driven and once you are motivated by the things inside of you that are emotionally connected to the things that you want, you have no other option but to get what you are desiring. So I hope this series has helped you. Feel free to share it with other people. Feel free to really share if it's helped you or not helped you here in the group. I'd love some feedback and suggestions of anything I can change. And it's been a real pleasure. I've spoken to a few of you here and there on the side, and it's been great connecting with everyone. And I just hope to continue to run workshops like this that really help people to get to their optimal self and their optimal goals. So have a great one, guys, and always keep moving. Never stop.